styling our hair. We have today a mirror available for everyone. We have some fluid, some juice to drink while we're there. And there's a mirror moments that we're gonna share with everyone, and what we also have available for everyone to share. Let's just fix our mirror again properly. What we're also gonna have available for everyone to share is we're gonna curl our hair, right? So everyone probably sometimes wonder, how do we curl our hair? And we're doing this for our Instagram reel and for our birthday hairdo. So we're trying to get the birthday hairdo the way that we want the hair to be. So what I've done is I've already straightened this. I've removed this part and I have curled it up because this part is going to be curled. So this is going to be a short and this is going to be the long edge curl. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this journey with everyone, right? Everyone do hairdos on social media, and it's nice to do hairdos and to show everyone, how do you get to that photo that sometimes looks so amazing. And it's a few tricks. And after we curl our hair, we set our hair and we flatten the fringe a little bit because I don't like doing my eyebrows, especially not during this season. And when you don't have money to do your eyebrows, and leave your eyebrows the way that it is and just enjoy your natural look, right? And this natural looks fine. Will I go out with this natural look? Let me just see a little bit more of my eyebrow because it's not clear in the photo. So will I say the natural look and go out exactly like this? Most of the time I won't, but I would naturally sometimes probably try and do this look. I would sometimes try and do the hair to the back and then try to wear the hair exactly just like this. Not much makeup on. And my eyes looks a little bit exhausted also, but it's luckily not that visible. So what I do with my fringe, normally, let me just do the fringe first because I actually always do my fringe first, right? And I'm gonna journey us through this quickly. And this is where I just edge my fringe around and I flatten it. And then after the flat, I curl it in, right? So I curl it on however style I want in front with that. But I first allow myself to straighten that. And I really put it nicely with the straightener. I don't try and do it perfect, right? Because I'm gonna over curl it anyway, and I'm gonna anyway try and style it again after doing the first fringe, right? So let me not have it too odd. And I try and edge this in, and we're not gonna have this whole video available. We're not gonna have the whole video available for my Instagram, but I really just want to say a few things that I do in the mirror. So I straighten that. I use a hair straightener. Actually first blow dry it, and after I blow dry it, then I actually just edge it around on whatever style I want on the Saturday morning, right? For the Saturday photo. Let me just do my sides first. I think my charger wants me again. I again failed to charge my phone quickly for that. Because I woke up a little bit lazy, not wanting to curl my hair now. And then I thought, let me just do this video quickly. Now, what do we do with this hair? So now what I've done is I've straightened this part, right? And that's the part that we actually want in. This part is nice and flat. This part is short and it's curled up. This part is straightened down and flat, right? Because this is going to edge into that. Now what I do with this part, just quickly show everyone that I actually do this. So that one, okay, the color doesn't show that nice. It's curled in and it goes easily. more easily. This one I can curl around out, inner outer, and this part we can again give it inner, what is that? Inner outer curl, right? Let me just do another one quickly for everyone so that everyone can do the inner and that. So what I do with this, I give this, and okay, this one I normally would want to do an inner so that the curls can fall into one another. So now I edge this curl in right and I leave it so. So this curl are curled in and this curl are curled out to the back side, right? And that's how we curl. This is now, that's what we want to see with everyone, and we want to gonna see the final video also with everyone after that. Let do that. And y'all can see my hair is not that long, but it comes in firm. It firms the hair, especially if you have very thin hair. And then it firms your hair nice and full. It's very easy to maintain. I used to do roller curls when I was younger. And people always used to say, oh, you with your roller curls. And I used to love my curls a lot. I used to curl my whole hair, and I used to straighten my fringe and curl my whole hair. And everyone always used to not say anything, but I did it nice sometimes. And I always had also a hair flick that I also used to wear a lot. So now this is finished curling. Now we're gonna style this quickly. We're gonna style it, and that's a curl. Exactly how we have now curled it. Now we're gonna edge it out. And you can edge it out completely, or you can leave some of the curls like that, right? And what we want to do is we sometimes edge it in so that it looks like it's blowed and curled and blowed through. And we actually, after we're gonna edge this in, after we edge the curls in, we actually going to set it and to flatten it so that when we take the flattener out, and then we can exactly see that how the curl are styled, right? How our hair are styled. I know the camera looks to me a little bit odd and very far off, so for everyone to now really view into how the curls are. Let me just quickly do that. So I then straighten it in the way that I want to style the hair today. I then allow myself to actually view how do I want my fringe to look. Do I want my fringe also curled in somewhat? And if I really do want to, then I do that, and I curl the front part of the fringe in. I curl the side of the fringe also a little bit. After I've straightened it, then I curl that in. If I want this part a little bit straighter, then I do that. That's correct. And I allow myself to just do that with that part. Just so we went with this hairstyle. That's exactly almost what we want. I don't want to do much with this hairstyle because you don't really need to do too much. I just wanna, and then I set it like that up. I give it a little bit of body there, a little bit of body there, a little bit of body there. It's edged in. This is short curled in. Just straighten this short hair to this side a little bit up more. And I actually exactly flatten it the way that I want to flatten it in. And actually, you can either leave the spiky also. If I want to, I sometimes want to straighten this part. And I sometimes straighten it up, or I straighten it down, or I flatten it with the back side of the hair. And that's where we have this part. Take the tongue and you straighten it so. You take that and you flatten that so. You curl it so and so and so and so. And you have a little bit of a hairstyle. It looks nice, it looks curly, it looks full, and it's gonna look more nicer. You flatten that for you, however you want to flatten. I'm still flattening this part. I want to still flatten that. I know I actually wanted to lay like that layer. So in my photos, you will always notice that it looks very layered in front. So I like it to have been layered a little bit more. And then I like the sides to be a little bit full body, right? A little bit full edged up. And it's easy, and it's a few seconds and a few minutes, and there the hairstyle. It's nice and oiled. I oiled it before I styled it, right? It's nice and oiled, and this is Ribea, Elise, all the years that I grew up, and I was young and I was staying at Worcester lots, and I was a bartender, and I had to work at the bar, and what would be the easiest style for Ribea, Elise? Sometimes I go to the hairdresser, and the hairdresser style my hair in a hairstyle, and they blow dry it. And when I really don't have time for the hairdresser, what would Ribea, Elise do? I add roller coals to that. I curl it up with roller coals. We had the little pink roller coals that I do for the very short hair at the back. We had the green roller coals that I do for the front hair, and we do exactly that. And we straighten the fringe, we straighten the whiskers, we straighten this, and there you have a hairstyle. And you get the rollers out, and you curl it up, and that's an amazing hairstyle. You go into the bar, and you are hair full of curls with a nice fringe. And that has always been my hairstyle all these years. Someone said to me in 2020, and I was feeling so down, and I walked through the streets. And I was just in South Africa, and someone said, "Oh, I remember someone came by me, and I didn't know the person was a woman, right? A young, very sophisticated young person." And she came and she said, "You know, I'm walking, and it was early in the quiet morning." And she said, "Wow, you used to style your hair so nice. Your hair is still looking so nice." And I was probably going to the hairdresser right before I went to South Africa. I really styled my hair nice. And when I went through a poverty state in South Africa in 2020, then my hair got all out of control. And then one day I was outside, and I was not really that day, probably feeling to do my hair. And someone came by, and the person said, "Wow, you always styled your hair so nice in secondary school." And I'm like, "Wow, really? I can't even remember." And she says, "Yeah, your hair still looks so nice." And I said, "Thank you. You remind me to do my hair regularly." And that's actually sometimes just remind us when we feel down, you know. And then some people just remind us. And I said, "Wow, the secondary school children actually notice my hair looks nice." It used to look very nice. Oh, and I had a hairdresser, yes, Mary Ann. God bless Mary Ann. Mary Ann used to do our hair those years. Yeah. So those were the years that I started at the bar, and that I maybe on a Monday had money to go to the hairdresser. And sometimes Mary Ann did our hair. However, when we did, then she would do our hair. So those were the times that Mary Ann did our hair, and she did our hair also very nicely curled. My secondary school years, God bless. I always appreciate Mary Ann a lot. If I had lots of money, I would really appreciate her very well. She really made us look very nice when we grew up. Everyone, that's now a hairstyle for us for now. And we sometimes forget our hairdressers. Don't forget your hairdressers, people. Anyway, this is an amazing journey, and this is hairstyle, hair almost style. So we now want to flatten it like that. What we can do is we take that off, have a hairstyle. We can style it a little bit more. We can add the fringe a little bit more. We can have our fringe look a little bit more where we want to and how we want to, and age it out. And that's a birthday hairstyle. And that's a kind hairstyle. And what I might want my birthday is I might want to curl it. So I like these ones, right? These ones that are sewn. And I don't want it too much to be up too much, but I want to maybe give you that also a little bit of that. It's nice. It's flat, and it's not all over the place. And it's layered through, and it lays very layered and very nice on top. And that is exactly what we sometimes do, and it's not taking a lot. And that's hairstyling with Ribea, Elise. AWOKH fashion photos. So that's where we are at in our seasons, and that's where he gives us that in our photos, right? I always sometimes want to take my photos so that the whole look looks correct, so that I don't find old hair photos on my photos when I'm taking a photo in the currentness of the season, right? So that's it with everyone. Continue with me, Ribea, Elise, and everyone with our fashion and our hairstyles, and continue to enjoy more of our hair photos with me. Have an amazing, amazing season.